Thank you for tuning in to another newly listed on the CSE clip. I'm Anil Mall. I represent the Canadian Securities Exchange. And today I am talking to Gary Musil. Gary is the CEO of Rockland Resources, which is just listed with us. Gary, welcome to the Canadian Securities Exchange, and thank you so much for your time. How are you?
Good, thank you. And great to be here and introducing Rockland Resources.
Perfect.
Rockland, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, why don't you talk to our audience a little bit about Rockland? What's the vision behind this company?
Rockland Resources, junior mining exploration company with coming out of the gate, only 13.7 million shares issued. The company's acquired a historical gold property just 17 kilometers southeast of the city of Nelson, well-known Nelson mining division of British Columbia. In that area, you've got nearby Trail, Cominco Smelter, now Teck Corporation. You've got the Rockland Mining Camp, the Slocan Mining Camp. So a huge resource area of exploration and production area.
And so, Gary, what was the strategy behind taking this company public?
Well, I think the main structure moving forward is that it allows us to into a pool of a large group of investors. You know, with public listing, you've got more investors, helps you develop the assets faster, spread the risk, and raising capital in the public market.
Talk to us a little bit about your background.
Well, I've had over 45 years experience in the mining industry now, with 35 of those years as a CEO and CFO of junior mining companies. Interestingly, I actually started my career in the Slocan Mining Camp near Nelson after graduating from business college. I worked for a producing silver lead zinc mine at that time for 15 years. Started as a junior accounting position and became the controller of a producing mine. I then moved to Vancouver in '85 to work on my CGA and immediately got work in the public mining industry. So I've stayed with it ever since.
The team plays a huge factor in putting together a mining project. Are you able to comment on some of your key team members?
For sure. The Rockland team adds another 70 years combined to my experience in public management experience. Jim Place, professional geoscientist, has more than 30 years in the base and precious metals, as well as industrial minerals and engineering fields. He's held management and director positions with other public companies also. Ms. Kawazoe has extensive experience with reporting issues, providing office management, financial and regulatory reporting roles. And lastly, Ms. Jensen has over 18 years working in the capital markets within sales and marketing roles, and as a director of numerous public companies. So a well-rounded team of people, three that I've worked with for 20 plus years.
Thank you for giving us a little bit of insight on some of your key team members. Now, obviously, when it comes to mining projects, BC is a hotbed. What would you say, Gary, differentiates a company and team from some of your peers in this space?
Well, I think one of the big things is an experienced board, not just people acting on board that you need to fulfill a board, but the experience of the board. I think another big thing is right now we already have received a 5-year area-based exploration permit. Permits are hard to come by these days, not so much of the paperwork, but because of COVID and such, a lot of the government divisions are way behind in getting paperwork back to companies. So we already have been able to secure a 5-year permit. That's going to allow us to, for example, just the preliminary permit allows us 15 drill sites with multiple drill locations from those sites. It allows us to do the trenching, road construction. That's a big plus to already have permits in place to go forward.
Absolutely. So other than what you've just mentioned about, having a 5-year permit, are there any other milestones you're able to talk to our audience about?
Well, I think, it's going to be a month or so before we're going to be able to get on the property to start generating some news. But spring is already around the corner, and the summer exploration program will be upon us before we know it. And I think we'll be coming up with some new results pretty quick. I mean, we've got a property that's had a number of drill holes already on it, over 35 drill holes. So it's not just a grassroots property. It's been to the level of drilling, which had some very good gold intercepts on that. Like example, 4.85 meters of 13 grams of gold, 17 meters of 17 grams, which had a 42-gram intersection. So there's a lot of let's say milestones that we'll be able to pick up on pretty quick and drill and trench in those areas.
So where can our audience go to keep up with some of these results and find out more about yourself, your team, and your project?
Well, certainly we're just starting the website. Of course, we just got public last week. We'll have a website up in less than 30 days. But more importantly, right now, I mean, you can go to the CSE page. Most of the information about the company is already posted on CDAR, like our full technical report, which is very thorough. Or about the management's on there in the CSE full report. So those two accesses, I think you can get quite a bit of information until we get our website going.
Perfect. Gary, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to not only talk to me, but our audience about Rockland Resources, your team, and what your vision is behind this company. We hope nothing but success for you guys moving forward. And we look forward to having you back on in the future to talk to us about the advancements you guys have made as a team.
That'd be great, for sure. Thanks.
Perfect. I'm Neil Mall once again with the Canadian Securities Exchange, and this has been newly listed on the CSE with Gary Musil, CEO of Rockland Resources. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another newly listed on the CSE. Please feel free to hit like and share this content, and hit subscribe if you haven't already.